Okay, cast, so here we are. I'm going to give you just a really quick introduction basically to Blow Gabriel Blow. This is the big production number that happens about the midway point of Act 2. This is probably the next biggest production number following Anything Goes that happens in the show. It's definitely a memorable piece. It's a really fun, exciting piece to do, so I'm really excited to work on it with you. So what I'm going to do is just give you a really quick overview of kind of what's going to happen in the number, how the clips are going to be broken up on YouTube, and also just a quick description of the set, just so you can kind of visualize what may be out around you at this point. The first thing you are going to notice is no tap shoes. Yay! This number is like I said, it's a big production number. It's a really, really fun piece. And there's no tap dancing. So it makes learning this number probably a little bit less intimidating because you're not having to worry about the tap sounds and the tap technique and all of that stuff. You can just really, dance the bejesus out of this number, give some really great vocal sound, and not have to worry about the tap shoes on top of all of that other great stuff that's going to be happening. So, gentlemen, I anticipate you would probably be in some type of a dress shoe. Ladies, I anticipate it would be some type of a character shoe. The height of the heel, the color, that kind of a thing, I'm not really sure about, so definitely redirect those questions regarding costuming to either the directors or whoever will be overseeing those costume pieces and things like that. The only thing I can tell you for sure is you're not in taps. Once it is determined what shoe you're going to have on your foot, please practice in those, either in your show shoes or something really, really similar. I know it sounds silly, but to go from practicing in like a ballet shoe or something flat and then all of a sudden putting on, a 2-inch heel or something like that, it really does change your movements. And I would hate for you to do all of this practicing at home and in rehearsals and then all of a sudden have to worry about that your movements don't feel the same or they don't feel right, all just simply because you changed the shoes that you're wearing. So I really encourage you, bring whatever you've been practicing in or what you're going to use in the show to rehearsals on Sundays and blocking rehearsals. I'm sure that would be encouraged as well. I definitely understand if you don't want to scuff up any show shoes. So like I said, if you want to wear a pair that would be really similar, again, highly encourage it. So that's something to keep in mind. No tap shoes, and then practicing in something really similar to what you're going to have going or wearing in the show. For your set, this piece happens, like I said, midway point in Act 2. You're going to have about 5 to 6 cocktail tables spread out around the stage. Bob said there's going to be like a 1 pedestal table, probably nothing too big, and I can guarantee that it's not going to be anything that could be sat on or stood on or anything like that. It's not going to be anything that can really support somebody leaning and sitting on or anything like that. They're really going to be more out there as just like just a prop almost, basically. But there'll be 5 or 6 of them staggered around the stage. At each table will be at least 1 chair, if not 2. Again, this is supposed to be happening in the lounge, so we're going to kind of create a little lounge setting here on around the stage of the ship set, facing the audience. Again, 5 to 6 tables, 1 to 2 chairs. So definitely you can utilize those chairs as much as you want to in creative ways. Ladies, if you are sitting, keep in mind you're going to have a skirt or a dress, so just make sure you are sitting appropriately to the chair. Gentlemen or any other cast members around the chairs, if you want to put hands on the chairs, a hand on the table. Like I said, just be creative in the positions that you're going to pick for yourselves to be in. Obviously, if you have an established character, you should pick a way that would be appropriate to your character to be sitting or standing at this point as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. Similar to Anything Goes, Reno is up here on the deck, about 3 or 4 feet up. Angels, there are 2 of you on each of the set of stairs that lead down to the stage. There'll probably be about 1 to 2 stairs in between each of you on each set, and then we'll place you exactly how high up you need to go, probably once we at least have get a feel for how many stairs will actually be on each side of the stage. So Angels are on the stairs, Cast, you are staggered around the stage, and Reno is upstage center on the deck. One last piece we're going to talk about is cheating out. Normally, I am not bothered if you have to completely turn up stage for a few moments and the cast or the audience has to stare at your rear end if it's appropriate to do so. That doesn't really bother me. However, if you were my audience right now, imagining that this furniture piece here was where Reno was standing on the deck, I definitely don't want all 28 of you to do this all at the same time to start the song off. It's a lot of back ends staring at the audience, and you're going to be there for, like I said, for quite a good chunk of the piece. So just so we're not staring again at 28 back sides to start your second biggest production number in the show, I am going to really ask that you cheat out, which means that as much of the body stays facing out to the audience, and it's really more like the shoulders and the face that get turned up stage to Reno. Okay, so again, it's just almost more of like a courtesy to the audience. So again, it's not just rear ends that start this big number. So that would be true for either side of the stage, as well as it would be true if you are sitting or standing. So if you are in a chair, that would be the same thing. You would just make it more of like a twist, so you can direct your face and shoulders up to Reno. And then if you're standing on this side of the stage also too, keeping as much of the body out with the heads turned up to Reno this way. Sorry, my kids have ants in their pants today. So for the first half of the song, what I am going to do is I will break down these clips into 3 different instructional pieces. One for Reno, one for the Angels, and then one for the cast. Once we get to the point where she yells at you to get up and kind of get involved with the piece, then we all become a much more unified group. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We become much more unified with our movements, which makes the learning and the teaching of this number a heck of a lot easier, okay? So once we get to the point where we all start to sing as a group, that is where we are going to probably not separate the video clips so much anymore. Sorry. And it'll be, like I said, just a little bit more of general instruction versus really customized to whichever person or group needs to be moving at whatever given point. I'm sorry. Okay, so that is the end of my just introduction to this song. So I will break down the clips accordingly they'll be listed accordingly on the website. So you can easily find the movements that pertain to you. And let's get rolling.